Hello everyone, my name is Wendy Ivy Martinez. I am a geek, and today we are picking my September TBR. But we're gonna add a fun little twist because I'm going to be using tarot cards. Let's get started. So the tarot deck that I'm using is the Mystical Medleys, a vintage cartoon tarot. And in case you guys don't know, I am a professional tarot card reader. I do read tarot. I have on my other channel, The Witchypreneur, I talk all about tarot and even like really spooky paranormal stuff. So the way that I'm going to use this is I'm going to be using the Major Arcana, which is made up of 22 different cards, and each card obviously has a meaning. And according to the meaning, I'm going to pick a book that matches the meaning of that card, if that makes any sense. I have a whole spreadsheet that I made on Canva where I picked a book for each card. That way I know exactly which one goes with which. And yeah, so I'm gonna draw 5. I'll draw 6 from here. Let's do 6. Anyways, let's go ahead and get started. All right, so let's do my first pick. This one just fell out. So we have number 5, the Hierophant. So the Hierophant or the Hierophant, this card is a mentor. This card is a teacher. This card represents religion. Strict religion or traditional religion is what it stands for. Okay, so for this first pick, I have Sex Cult Nun by Faith Jones. This is a nonfiction. This is actually about the Children of God cult, and this is a woman who survived it, and this is her story. I'm a spiritual person, but I'm not a religious person. But for some reason, I'm very fascinated with how people get with religion, if that makes any sense. So I'm very interested in this one. I've been wanting to read this one ever since I saw it at Barnes & Noble. I don't even know how long ago. I've been wanting to read this book. So I am so excited to be picking it up this month. Okay, the next one, let's go ahead and I'm trying not to look at like the screen. Oh, okay, I'm gonna grab this one. The Devil. Oh, I'm so excited for this one. Okay, so for the Devil, this is all about jealousy. This is all about sabotage. This is all about addiction. So let me grab the book that is associated with this card. I chose One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose because this is about privileged people, especially in books, stereotypically in books that are more like sabotagey and jealous of the other person that has more, like rich privileged people in books. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. So that's why I chose this book, One of Us is Dead by Geneva Rose, as this pick. And I'm so excited. I've been wanting to read this one for so long because it just feels like Pretty Little Liars to me. I mean, not only the title, you know, because of the song, but also, I don't know, it gives me Pretty Little Liars but for adults vibes, and I was obsessed with that show. So there is that one. Mwah, mwah, mwah. All right, so the next card, the Lovers. Okay, so for the Lovers, this card is all about romance. Obviously, this is about relationships. This is about love. This is about coming together, unity. It's love. It's a love card. It's the Lovers. It's unifying. Unifying. There you go. Obviously, I could not think of a more perfect book than this one. It is Electric Idol by Katie Robert. I read Neon Gods last year, I believe, or 2 years ago, and I was obsessed. This is the second installment in that Dark Olympus series, and this is all about Eros, who is the god of love. Can we just think of a more perfect book other than this one? He's literally the god of love. He is the son of Aphrodite, who is the goddess of love and beauty. Come on. And it's a love story with smut and fantasy, not really fantasy, but you know, I cannot think about a more perfect book. All right, so let's go ahead and pick another one. And we got number 11, Justice. So for Justice, this is about legal systems. This is about the truth. This is about justice. It's literally justice. So the book that I am going to grab for this card is going to be none other than The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. This is another book that I've been wanting to read for a long time, and another book that for some reason is very heavy even though it is paperback. The books, I don't know what it is. Authors are choosing, is it the authors? Is it the publishing company? I don't know who's choosing this heavy ass paper, but these books are heavy, okay? This one and One of Us is Dead is heavy. Anyways, this book is about a woman who, as a kid, her family was completely sladurdered and murdered, and she was the only survivor. And the serial killer was named the Nothing Man. And as she gets older, she becomes obsessed with finding this killer and bringing him to justice. And we also get the point of view of the serial killer who is reading this book that this woman wrote about everything that happened in her life and how she's getting closer and closer to finding him. And he thinks that she's getting a little too close and might have to pay her a visit. So we're getting, I'm assuming, dual POV between the killer's perspective and her point of view, our main character's point of view, and I am so excited for that. Like, I'm excited. So there is The Nothing Man by Catherine Ryan Howard. All right, you guys, I'm a little disappointed that we haven't really gotten a fantasy yet, because I don't think Dark Idol counts as a fantasy. Okay, The Fool. What did I put for The Fool? Yes! Yes! Okay. All right, so The Fool, I'm so excited. So The Fool means new beginnings, a brand new start, taking a leap of faith. The book that I'm grabbing for this one is Court of Blood and Bindings by Lisette Marshall. Now, this is a book that I have been dying to read. So the reason why I chose this one was because new beginnings, taking a leap of faith. I wanted to start a brand new series that I have never obviously read before, and this is a new one that I just heard of by Honest Fiction. This one reminds me so much of the ACOTAR series because our main character, she is Faye, and she is taken to the Crimson Court where there's this like ruthless woman. I think is she a woman? She is the mother of Faekind, and she kind of rules over the humans and both the Fae, and she sends the Silent Death, who I guess needs our main character's power in order to do something with it. I forgot, but she's like his ruthless servant, and he ends up, I guess there's like an attraction there, you know? Yeah, so it's a romance. It very much gives me like Rhysand and Feyre vibes, even though I haven't read the series. I think I've only read the first book. I haven't read the rest of the series. I just know because, I mean, spoilers everywhere, literally on every single social media platform. So I'm going to grab another one. Okay. Oh! Judgment. Yes. Okay, yes. I want to read this one. Judgment is atonement. It is being cleansed. It is awakening. It is acceptance. It is the ultimate release is what the Judgment card is. And for this card, I chose Camp Damascus by Chuck Tingle. This one is about a conversion camp, a gay conversion camp. And again, this is one that I'm so excited for. It is the horrors that is faced in this camp, and the reason why I put it for Judgment is because obviously this card is judgment, and what people are doing in gay conversion camps is very real, that still exists to this day, is they're thinking that this is some sort of disease that can be undone, and it's ridiculousness. So hence the judging part, and judging them instead of just letting people be themselves. And not only that, but in gay conversion camps, they think that they are atoning you. They think that they are awakening you. They think that they are releasing you from this sin by putting you in this gay conversion camp, when really it's the ultimate judgmental just horrendous thing that does not need to be done. This has been on my TBR ever since it came out. And I heard about it. So I'm so excited for this one. I'm so excited for this one. I want to pull one more, just for the fun of it, honestly. The High Priestess. Sorry. Okay, for the High Priestess, the reason why I'm low-key like dying right now, the High Priestess, this is the kind of like the Hierophant, but not the Hierophant. Whereas the Hierophant is very strict religion, the High Priestess is more spirituality. It's very fluid. It's intuition. It is intuition is what the High Priestess is. So for this one, this is a intuitive pick. This is a book that I personally think that I am going to not only like, but love. Like Fourth Wing level love. And for this one, I already know, and I'm scared. I'm genuinely terrified to read this because I am scared that it's going to consume me as much as Fourth Wing did. I often see it as like Fourth Wing's biggest competition, or the Fourth Wing before Fourth Wing was Fourth Wing. And I also have a friend who I told, like, please read Fourth Wing. Since you like that fantasy stuff, I think you would like Serpent and the Wings of Night. I haven't read it, but you might like it. I told her that, and she liked Serpent and the Wings of Night over Fourth Wing. So I'm scared. Okay, I'm scared. If you guys don't know, this is about a girl who is raised by vampires, and she is a human girl. And basically in this world, I believe vampires sort of rule the world, and humans are seen as, you know, less than because they're not as strong and all that as vampires. And when she gets older, she enters this vampire competition, and the winner gets a wish granted from the goddess of night or something like that. The goddess of vampires. She's the goddess of vampires. Obviously, she can't do this on her own. She is not as strong as the other people because she's a human. She's not a vampire. And so she ends up teaming up with a vampire to get this wish granted. And that's all I know about it. I know that it has like heartbreak, and it breaks people at the end. I don't know what happens, but I have a suspicion. And I'm excited. I'm excited and I'm scared. I'm excited and scared. I'm going to add one more book to my TBR this month because I was hoping that I would get it with these tarot cards, but unfortunately I didn't. But I really do want to read it, and that is A Court of Mist and Fury by Sarah J. Maas, because I want to read the series. I want to know what all the hullabaloo is about. I want to know why everybody is so obsessed with ACOTAR, because I read A Court of Thorns and Roses. Okay, I read it twice, and I'm going to read it again because I'm going to do a vlog where I read this whole series. And I just want to know why. Why? Because so far the first one it's good. It was really good. I rated it 4 stars, or maybe I rated it 5 because I really did like it. But it's not like Fourth Wing good. Do you get what I mean? It's not Throne of Glass good. So I want to know why people prefer this over Throne of Glass too. I need to know. And I also want to know what happens to Tamlin, because apparently he's not a loved person. So that's it, you guys. That is it. Those are all the books that I plan on reading for September. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you haven't yet, please hit that subscribe button and turn on that notification bell to be notified when I post. I also have a TikTok, book talk, and then I will also put down my Goodreads if you want to follow me on Goodreads, as well as my Amazon book wish list. Anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!